I never had to think about Tinder as much as I have the last few weeks. Like, I didn't even think about the app this much when I was actively using it. I'll always be a love-hate fan of the app. Like, when I first downloaded it, the matches were coming through, the attention was coming through, I was on a high. But then I realized very quickly I was having the exact same get-to-know each other conversation with like 20 people at once, and I was like, oh my god, should I just start copy and pasting? Is that what it's come to? Now, there's so many do's and don'ts on the app, and there are so many things that literally every Tinder user has experienced. What is up, you guys? Hope you're having an awesome day. I'm your host, Ayman Hassan, and welcome back to another video. The sequel is here. These are the top 10 scary Tinder urban legends part 2. Starting us off with number 10 is No DP Dave. I mean, you can interchange any name with Dave, but I just like the alliteration of No DP Dave. Thank you. Pat on the back if I do say so myself. Anyway, this elusive Tinder user has no display picture, and their entire bio is explaining why that is. It'll be about privacy, the kind of job that they have, them being uncomfortable, or agreeing to Snapchat you their face, or that they'll send pictures to anyone who is genuinely interested. Like, firstly, how's anyone gonna match with you if we don't know what you look like on an app that relies on looks before anything else? Like, make it make sense to me, Dave. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, but Tinder isn't a blind dating app, my man. You gotta give me something. These profiles annoy me the most. I don't even know why. Like, just stop. Put at least one selfie, dude. Even if it's a mirror selfie, even if it's ugly, just something. If there's guys on Tinder putting pictures of them holding a fish, you can put a selfie. I'm just saying. You know? Coming in at number 9 is the scam artist. I can't even count on all the digits on my body the amount of scam artist profiles there are on Tinder. And I don't mean scam artists as in they're not a real profile. I mean scam artists like they're not on Tinder to date, they're on Tinder to gain clout and followers. These people will literally have all their socials in their bio, and it'll always be accompanied with something like, oh, I don't apply on here much, DM me on Instagram or add me on Snapchat. You know for a fact these people, and honestly, hate to say it, but these girls, because it mostly is just girls, are never gonna respond or talk to you. They just want the followers, and it's like, dude, really? Like, what kind of rock bottom have you hit that you're trying to get your socials popping from dating apps? Stop it, B. You're embarrassing yourself, and more importantly, you're embarrassing me. Secondhand embarrassment. At number 8, we have the deleter. I feel like this one has happened to every single friend of mine that's used the app, including myself. I'd see if you cry every time. Now, you'll match with someone and they'll start the conversation, and it's not some corny joke with the person trying to be all relatable and funny. It's just a solid question or something about your bio, and, you know, just something witty. Your heart is fluttering. You guys start talking and the conversation is incredible. It's like they're your soulmate. You're bouncing off each other. They're saying all the right things. You're like, wow, I'm actually for sure gonna go on a date with this person. You spend the whole day talking and flirting, and you go to bed happy. You wake up the next day and see all your Tinder notifications, none of which are from Dreamboat. Let's just call this person Dreamboat, shall we? You go on the app to find the match gone, meaning they either unmatched you or they deleted the app, and it's most likely the latter. Why would they delete the app? Were they already talking to someone for ages before you and liked them more? Were they sick of the app? Do they not feel the electricity just brewing between you guys the day before? You've just been hit with the deleter, my friend, and it is not a nice feeling. Filling at number 7 slot is the premature clinger. Now, being clingy is perfectly fine. I'm a moderately clingy girlfriend. I like being in contact with my partner. I like seeing them. No, you don't want to be a stage 10 clinger, but clingy is fine and it's welcome. But that is only when it is earned. If you're in a relationship, it's fine. If you've been seeing each other unofficially for a while, it is fine. But what's not fine is being that premature clinger on Tinder. Those people who just get super clingy super quick and are triple texting you during your first or second conversation just because you haven't replied for a while. Like, you haven't earned the right to be that clingy with me yet. We barely know each other. You don't know me like that. And 26-year-old Tara shared her story of a premature clinger, and I think it is perfect. After talking to a guy on Tinder for a few days, things were going aight, but then he blew it when he got his friends to track down her Snapchat, add her, and then ask her why she wasn't responding to his friend. Mind you, it had only been 2 hours since she texted him last. The dude then got mad and accused her of sleeping with other guys. The duo had only been talking for 2 days. Like, it's been 2 hours, you're not in a relationship, you haven't even met. Baby, what is you doing? Stop. Now, at number 6 is the interview. Some people you match with are genuinely such sweethearts, and you can tell they're trying so hard to make the conversation work and just impress you, but it just ain't it, chief. You'll be joking around and asking them questions to get to know them, and it's not like their answers are bad, but it's like they're in an interview and they're so eager to get their job that they're on their absolute best behavior. Every answer is so mechanic, like, oh yes, I have many interests, and then they go and list 10 productive hobbies like helping out the impoverished. Like, it's like, that's great, but dude, I'm not here to hire you, just be be real with me. I mean, I am here to hire you as a potential boyfriend and you did not get the job, but that's besides the point. Coming in at number 5 is the thief. When you are on Tinder just looking for that hookup, you'll get it very easily. This story comes from Reddit user Schmallery Renee, who said her Tinder match came over for a booty call that night and 'twas great. No complaints. The next day she had to wake the guy up at 12 because she had work and he had to leave. Her room was absolutely spotless, but as he was getting ready he couldn't find one of his socks. He flipped the room upside down looking for it and eventually accused her of stealing his one sock. The girl was like, why the hell would I want one of your crusty socks, you weirdo? He was pissed and went outside to find out his car had been towed and he didn't have his wallet. How convenient. So the user had to pay for him and he went on his way and the girl full well knew she was never seeing this guy again. 30 minutes into her shift, he texts her saying he lost the stylus for his phone and accused her of stealing that as well. That is the biggest worry with hookups from Tinder, is that you really don't know the person that well. They could easily just steal your shit at night and leave the next day and you'd be none the wiser. They just unmatch you, probably block you, you'd never see them again, and they'd probably steal your Jordans. Your Air Jordans. This hasn't happened to me, but you know, if someone were to steal something, I just assume they'd steal the Air Jordans, which is very sad. At number 4 is the long-term relationship. I totally get why Tinder gets such a bad rep for producing long-term relationships. Like if you're looking for one, Bumble is definitely the way to go. But contrary to popular belief, Tinder has led to a lot of long-term relationships and even marriages. Like 2 of my friends met on Tinder and they've been dating for 3 or 4 years now. They moved in together 2 years ago, like they're killing it. I also don't like the taboo of people thinking meeting your partner on a dating app is a bad thing. Like, so what if your love story didn't start when your eyes met in the middle of the dance floor? Michael super liking you is also a digital age love story. Come on now. Come on now. Cut yourself some slack. Filling at number 3 slot is the pushy one. I hope you guys don't ever have to encounter the pusher if you haven't already, but oh my god, are they the worst kind of people you can meet on the app. This Tinder match will be nice and conversational on the app, but sexually pushy when you meet up with them. They will ignore all hints of you trying to deflect or literally moving away from them or swatting their hands away. It is gross, it's unwanted, and it makes it so clear that they're only after one thing. Prime example comes from Redditor Sin and Tonic, great name by the way, who said the guy was nice enough, but an hour into their date she got a call saying her granddad had died. Like a gentleman, the guy walked her home and made her some tea, but then tried to seduce her and push her into sleeping with him. Like, my guy, read the room, her grandpa just died, she is crying. In what world would she want to be all up on you right now? No world. Not even an alternate one, not even a parallel one. You're dumb. Now at number 2 is Tinder Social, and I don't know if people remember this, I don't think I was on the app when this was a thing, but it was 100% a thing, it was not an urban legend. Back in 2016 the app launched the Tinder Social feature, which meant you could create a group and plan an outing or something. When a user opts into 2 groups, the groups merge together and the chats expire at noon the day after the plan. The feature was meant to give Tinder a new look and move it away from its hookup reputation, but it kinda did the opposite. People did use Tinder Social for group gatherings, just not the kind where you go take advantage of happy hour, more like the orgy sort of social group gathering. And the feature was very quickly deleted after that, and it was probably for the best. And finally at number 1 is the catfish. I am sorry this was number 1, I feel like it's such a cop-out. I really didn't want it to be number 1, but it had to be considering how much of a reality and danger it actually is. Now people, you need to investigate the people you are talking to and thinking of meeting. I know it seems psycho, but it is not, it's for your safety. It is so easy to lie online about virtually everything about yourself. One of my friends actually matched with this guy on Tinder, and safe to say he was extremely hot. They were talking and he started sending videos of him at the gym and stuff, and things that looked like they were taken right then and there, you know, live. So she was like, okay, he has to be real. They start WhatsApping and turns out he wasn't looking for anything serious, which was fine because neither was she. He sends her some nudes, as does she, but turns out the guy wasn't who he said he was. I started getting suspicious because I was like, there honestly is no way someone that good looking is on Tinder. Like there's no way this person is single or even real. We did some digging and found out this random creep had been posing as some Italian model from Instagram and had saved videos from the model's profile and was sending it to her. Meanwhile, my friend was tricked into sending her pictures, and now there's some random creep out there who has them. Guys, online safety is so important, it is everything. Please use these apps wisely, it is not a joke. And that is it for today's video, guys. Tinder, it be crazy! Let me know if any of these urban legend uses happen to you. Have you met any of the profiles I've talked about today? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I'm your host Eamon Hassan, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye! Anyway, this elusive Tinder user has no display picture and their entire... Anyway, this elusive Tinder Sorry. Like, firstly, there's a hair in my mouth. Sorry, could you go a bit higher? Thanks!